At first glance, what if gravity reversed for 5 seconds? Sounds like one of those shower thoughts that shouldn't be taken seriously. 5 seconds isn't much. You could hold your breath that long. Microwave popcorn doesn't even pop in that time, and it takes longer than that to type out the word gravitationally. But when it comes to something as fundamental as gravity, the invisible hand that keeps you, your dog, your coffee mug, and the entire atmosphere glued to Earth, 5 seconds is long enough to ruin your entire day. The first thing that would happen is chaos at ground level. People in the middle of walking would suddenly find their feet no longer touching the pavement. Cars, bicycles, even hot dogs from street vendors would begin drifting skyward. The world would instantly look like a scene from a low-budget sci-fi movie. Buildings wouldn't escape either. Chairs, papers, lamps, and everything not nailed down would lift into the air. Offices would become zero-gravity playgrounds, with stickmen workers flailing as their desks flip over and paperwork explodes into clouds of drifting sheets. And then there's the atmosphere. For 5 seconds, the air itself would try to follow gravity's reversal. A massive whoosh would rip upward, pulling dust, leaves, and maybe even small animals into the sky. Breathing would feel like someone suddenly yanked the air out of your lungs. Planes in mid-flight would suddenly be yanked upward, their pilots panicking as controls became useless. Birds would flap frantically, confused by the sudden flip of their entire world. For a moment, the sky would be filled with objects not meant to be there. But after exactly 5 seconds, gravity would snap back to normal. Everything that had been lifted, cars, people, pets, airplanes, hot dogs, would plummet toward the ground at once. The planet would experience the single biggest drop in history. The consequences would be catastrophic. People would be injured, vehicles smashed, buildings crushed by falling debris. Even a short 5-second reversal would leave cities looking like they had been hit by a bizarre, invisible earthquake. Nature wouldn't fare any better. Forests would lose branches, rivers would spray upward before crashing back, and unlucky animals caught mid-air would not land gracefully. Gravity's brief rebellion would scar the planet in ways that lasted long after those 5 seconds ended. So, what would happen if gravity reversed for 5 seconds? The world would survive, but not without scars. Civilization might limp on, but billions of people would never forget the day the universe decided to flip the rules upside down for just a moment.